Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Legendary Tennessee coach General Bob Neyland used to say you never know what a football player's made of until he faces Alabama. We're about to find out what everybody's made of, guys.
Yes, we are, and this rivalry is so great. Growing up in the South, man, you knew the third Saturday in October was Throwdown, was big-name Tennessee, big-name Alabama, Jesse, and they were going to go at it.
And, David, it just feels like when these two teams take the field, there's just a different energy in the stadium. Regardless of where they're playing, someone's going to be enjoying victory cigars when this one's over. Can't wait to find out who.
A first down for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Working that left side now. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's a real good looking throw. I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
And this was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC.
Man, let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
It's a really good sign when you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first or around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man on the outside. And he's almost to that first down marker there. Safety's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and pressure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Alabama will get the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't miss. You can tell when you run these RPOs, QBs make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously it was inaccurate.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in the backfield.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Vols want to move quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the tailback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit and nickel pickup there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked him 4 times. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last one.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
When you talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take it.
Looking for just one more yard. It's into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. On to attempt the try.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and they'll celebrate the 2 points.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the field.
The Big Orange able to escape with a close win the last time they saw the Tide.
The last game, Tennessee came out firing right out of the gate. They were ready to go. They were locked in, dialed in. David, in this one, they're going to have to do that again. You cannot get behind the Tide in a game of this magnitude.
No, but how about last year building confidence start this game off with that confidence.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact...
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown time. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it from the gun. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry up. Guys, this rough start is harder than what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
No doubt about it. There are big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They've got him looking one. Now they're going to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Pulls and fires complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it first. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Man, what a break. Great job following on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
On third down, he drops the throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off.
Tennessee, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Bulls his way forward. Bounced off his feet.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We've got guys that have been through these fights, they've been through these rivalry games. You know these swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Give to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. The offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jam.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Calls his own number. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, you can tell QB wants to run. It's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and
picked off. Got room on the return. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Was the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But David, I love the defense right now. The way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
all over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this.
Touchdown time! And the route is on. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
49, Tennessee, 0.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
On the ground, it's Godet. At midfield, he's got room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Handoff from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
And the Volunteers are stopped, but not before getting the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss in the first down.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. They go to the draw. They are on the move as they pick up their first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Split backs here.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's McCown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to throw here on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown ball.
Touchdown,
That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Got his man quickly. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Still on his feet, trying to get rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot, and he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
56, Tennessee, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Elway. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll throw it on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision.
How about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
offense. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks out the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
How easy is that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just to make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
The give and tick, 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 tick. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He finds his man. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Now they kick it off after punching it in for a touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. And they can't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like. Hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Clemens. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. He's going to pass. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when